How's it going, folks? Max here from Lux Fitness and Wellness Club, bringing you a new April video series. Now, last month, the month of March, we coined it Muscle March. We went over some different muscle groups, some exercises performed for those muscle groups. So piggybacking off of that for the month of April here, we're going to be following that trend and moving into the lower half. So for the month of March, we went over the chest, back, tricep, and bicep. So now we're going to be moving into the lower half of the body. We're going to start with the quadriceps. Quadriceps are the really big muscles right here in front of the legs, and what they're primarily responsible for is flexing the hip, so bringing the leg up like this, as well as extending the leg out. So when picking an exercise, we want to make sure that we get into a decent amount of what is called knee flexion, because that is going to allow us to tax the quads more and straighten from there. So I like to perform what is called a goblet squat. Now, the reason I enjoy the goblet squat so much is because the load is placed in front of us, which forces us to keep a more upright torso, allowing us to get into deeper parts of knee flexion, meaning that we're going to use the quads more to come out of the exercise. So it's going to look something like this. In a previous video, I went over the benefit of the heel wedge, which allows us to get into a deeper squat. So I'm going to combine the two of these using a heel wedge as well as that weight in front of us for the goblet squat to really tax the quads and really emphasize them over other muscle groups. Again, like any squat, this is going to be a compound movement, so there's going to be a lot of muscles being involved, but because of load placement as well as heel elevation, we can make sure the quads are getting the most out of it. So from here, nice strong upper back, I'm going to hold this goblet nice and strong. Again, I like to use a kettlebell, it can be used a dumbbell, anything we can hold in front of us here. And all I'm going to do from here is, keeping a vertical torso as best I can, squat right down, and then drive myself back up. So again, coming right down here, and then I'm up. So because this is in front of me, my center of gravity is able to stay over my feet easier with the vertical torso, so from the side, making sure that we're getting as much knee flexion as possible. As I come down, we can see a lot of knee bend here, not much of the butt being back, so that's going to force my quads to work to drive me up nice and tall. So there you have it, folks. One of my absolute favorite quad exercises performed with our clients here in the studio. As always, I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure to drop the video a like. Any questions, leave that in the comments. All these videos and a lot more can be found on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages. And as always, folks, if you're struggling to hit your goals, don't hesitate to reach out to us here at Lux. We specialize in helping you reach your goals. So take it easy, and I'll see you next week as we go over another muscle group on the lower half. Have a good one.